I feel like the MP7 might be compy on here. I think I need like extended mag on mine though. Like feels like it doesn't have enough ammo. They're kind of getting stomped though, and they're like not even playing. Wow, the headshot multiplier on the pistol is actually insane. It doubles the damage. This game overhyped. It's hard to say because the game's not out, but probably, to be honest. Like, I'm not saying the game is bad, but people, it's just like a cycle, bro. Every time a COD competitor comes out, people are gonna say it's gonna kill COD. It's copium. But I think this definitely is like not a bad game. Like, I don't think Splitgate was a bad game, but that game died. People just like get bored. That's like the issue is like people will forever bitch about COD, but that game will never die unless they like really up bad. But even then, they just have money to keep putting out CODs. If one COD doesn't do well, they'll put out another one. Yeah, because like I'm not sponsored, and even if I was, I'd be honest, bro. Like, I'm never gonna like lie. I want to see this game succeed though. I'm glad they're taking a lot of time. This game's been in development for like 5 years or something. It's been a while. But yeah, think about it though, like this game's been in development for longer than a Call of Duty's in development for. That's how much resources like Activision has, bro. Call of Duty's are made in like 3 years or less. So that's why I'm like, if this game had like the resources they really needed, I think it could be a great game. If it was a Rogue Company, I don't think Rogue Company was that good. I don't know. The reason I stopped playing that game was that it was too easy. Like the aim assist was too strong for me. Like it actually made the game boring. And I don't think I've ever had that feeling with a game before, where like the aim assist is so strong that I don't want to play. I like the people who are working on the game. I just don't trust Ubisoft, unfortunately, and I probably shouldn't be saying that. That probably isn't like a nice thing to say, and I don't mean it in a mean way. They don't have like the best track record of necessarily supporting their games. But like again, like I want this game to succeed. I want to get into the rank play grind, but the cheating problem on there is a bit bad. Like even like playing it solo off stream, like where I can't really get stream sniped, the amount of cheaters is absurd. And it's crazy because I feel like ranked play now is just cheaters accusing other cheaters all the time. I mean, obviously, it's hard to tell. It's weird because you would think with the anti-cheat update, they would make it better, but it somehow got worse. I actually don't understand how it got worse because I hit Iridescent first season in like less than a week, and I just haven't been playing. I don't even know how long the season's been out. I don't even have like the new guns like maxed out. I think my intervention's like a level 6, or the DMR is like level 2 or something. So this has been like a nice change of pace, even though it kind of sucks that you can't really grind for anything just because of the class bugs, but it's nice that I at least have everything. And with ranked coming out tomorrow, I'm very, very excited to play. But I do want to get back into like grinding content. Dude, I haven't grinded my content since like 2021. I feel bad, especially with like some of the aesthetic of my videos not being what people like, and even myself. Like, I know some of my videos have been like over edited and all that, and I feel bad. I don't know, I just haven't been motivated. COD's been in a very bad spot for a while. I really miss the OG Warzone too, before like everyone got crazy good. Okay, hopefully the sniper does not fuck me over, because the scoping like ADS change is terrible. I'm just gonna stay here with the pre-aim. Nope, I gotta put that away. That was a bad idea. It's actually insane that I haven't played this map once since the alpha. Oh my god. I'm not shadow banned. It's just rank play, brother. If you're in a rank anything diamond or higher, you're just gonna meet a ton of cheaters. It's like blatant. It's really sad. Because there were cheaters back in like the higher ranks the first season, but it actually got worse, and I don't understand how. Let me set myself 150, but what the? I've been thinking about switching to Kick actually. Or not even Kick. I've been thinking about just switching to a bunch of different streaming platforms because Twitch is, I mean, I talked about it in one of my streams, but Twitch on some real shit. I sent over my contract to someone to have him look at it because I'm getting out of my contract. My contract is kind of awful. There's like literally just no point. My contract doesn't do anything for me other than just say I'm partnered. Like my whole contract is being affiliated with a fucking check mark and they own everything I do. I don't want to be trapped with Twitch anymore. They're not cool. I have to make them $50,000 in a month to get more silly emote slots. How like absurd is that? Like they don't have the money to afford emote slots for me. Like talk to train. I don't want to be like locked to Kick either. I want to be able to stream on Twitch too. Like I don't want to stream on one thing. Like I just want to have the option to do whatever I want. It's 60,000. Whatever 60,000 times 2.5 is. Like locked up the Kick. Yeah, I definitely don't want that because I've streamed on Kick before. I like if I'm playing like Valorant or something. If I think I'll go stream this on Twitch and get screamed at to go play Call of Duty or something, I'll go stream it on Kick. You know what I mean? Like if I just want to chill and like hang out with people who will like watch me to watch me, and not people who just scream for me to play Call of Duty or S&D or some stupid try to stream on Twitch. I mean, if you've never streamed before, bro, I'm not gonna lie, you should stream on YouTube, or you can stream on all of them at once. But if you're trying to become a streamer for the first time, just do TikTok, because that's the thing. None of these streaming sites will ever like have you blow up from just streaming. You gotta like make content somewhere else. 2019 is still better than every COD after 2019. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know about 2019. Yeah. I feel like it's not like a hard observation to make, you know? Like, that's not like a problem for me. You know what game I wanted to play, which was kind of weird because I kind of don't like the game? I kind of wanted to play BO4. I feel like BO4 on mouse and keyboard would be so fun because that game had crazy movement. Because I feel like this game's movement is kind of like Black Ops 4, even Cold War. They're very similar in my opinion. But BO4 had a big issue, at least for me. I couldn't stand pubs in BO4. I personally couldn't stand BO4 unless it was competitively, and even then, that game got really corny. That game only got corny because of Stim, because that game didn't have a traditional health system. For those who didn't play any COD except for like 2019 and up, that game, you didn't automatically regen your health. It's basically what you have in this game, which is like a Stim, but that was the only way you could regen your health. So to regen your health, you would have to constantly press L1 like you do in this game with this character. You could get it super fast. You got it like every second. And you had 150 HP in that game, and normally it's 100. Like, the TTK in 2019 is extremely fast, and BO4 was pretty slow. It was like 5 to 6 bullets to kill an AR. So people would just run around, because they would have 300 health. You couldn't kill them both, and they would just stim. So they would do something called shouldering, where they would go like this, and you could hit them over and over again, but you would just not kill them if they could shoulder fast enough. And because of stims, they would just have full health and just chow you whenever they wanted, like this. They would just be able to basically catch you off guard and ego chow you. But it wouldn't really catch you off guard, because that's just how you played the game. I wish I could make a BO4 video, like on mouse and keyboard, but the servers on that game are just like absolutely hacked. And on PC, there isn't any like good controller support, which is kind of the thing that sucks about older CODs on PCs, that they all have bad controller support, and playing them on console is just awful. Simply for the fact that you have to deal with 60 FPS and a low FOV. So it kind of sucks, but it's nice to see like a bunch of older CODs getting support. Like basically every COD from COD 4 up to BO3 has a full free game with all the DLC and mods enabled, and has a better anti-cheat than the Steam versions. Because the ones on Steam, you can't even play anymore. If you play them, people can literally access your PC and start ratting you. So it would be nice to be able to play BO4 for a video. I don't think I'd actually necessarily like it though, because I do think BO4 was a very mid game. There were some aspects that I liked about it a lot. I think that could have been one of the best competitive Call of Duty games at all time. And I still think it is for Respawn and like S&D mixed, but I feel like the stimming kind of ruined it. And the Fog of War didn't really work the way I wanted it to. The way I want Fog of War to work is to work the way it does in Valorant, where it basically only show you when you were seeing them. But in BO4, if you saw someone, it would show them on your minimap for like 30 minutes. You could just see exactly where they went, which kind of took away like the whole prediction aspect of it, because you knew exactly where they went. But I couldn't stand pubs. You know why pubs is corny? There's a bunch of people zimming, which basically, if you don't know what zimming is, it's where you plug this device into your console and it basically thinks your controller is plugged in, but you're using mouse and keyboard. So you have the advantages of mouse and keyboard with the advantages of with aim assist, which is insane to me. So people would have crazy movement, because mouse and keyboard movement on that game is crazy. It's like actually insane. So basically people were just doing that. And people took public matches in that game crazy seriously, because that game didn't have SPMM. So you would just go around pub stomping. It was a game where kills didn't count as kills. Basically, if you shot someone once, if you did any type of damage and someone killed them, you got the kill for it. So with that, people would just go around, they would sit in their back spawn, shoot someone once, and go scream at their teammates to go get the kill and get full streaks. And the specialist in that game was absurd. They added this like DLC specialist called Zero, where they could just hack all of your equipment, all of your like kill streaks. It was just terrible. I think I got to Master Prestige because I got Dark Matter in like 2 weeks, and then I basically only played with double XP to get Master Prestige. And I never really got into Blackout. I think Blackout could have been a good BR if it was free to play, but I still think to this day it was never better than Warzone. It will never be better than Warzone. I think it definitely has like the nostalgia aspect of being like one of the first like big BRs, in the sense of like, you know, we had H1Z1 Fortnite, Minecraft, Hunger Games, but they had some other ones that weren't as big, and COD kind of like put its first foot in, but I think Warzone's like a million times better. I feel bad for Treyarch though, because then they got shafted really bad, because they weren't supposed to make Cold War in 2020, because they were supposed to have 3 years. Then Sledgehammer couldn't make a game in time, so they had to go take over, which was really sad. Because I actually really like Treyarch. They're like one of my favorite development studios. I like them and Raven a lot.